remember crossing the border. I remember walking through a little river. I remember walking on some train tracks. But the scariest part that I remember, I think it was like through a little desert. From there, I remember coming into a house where they stashed us and said, don't leave this house or y'all gonna die.
That story is probably going to resonate with a lot of people because that's the reality of when our parents are crossing.
Yeah.
And when we were young.
I've never wanted to be a comedian. I never wanted to do stand-up. Deep down inside, I always had the twinkle for acting, though. Yo, comedy, bro, that stage, anything goes. So I can't get mad for them shitting on me. Anything goes.
Okay, I feel you.
Because if you're a comedian, you come up and you fuck up, I'm gonna capitalize on your fuck up. I'm gonna slam and dunk that bitch in your face. And I'm gonna get off stage and be like, yo, good shit, though. I'm not gonna forget this day, January 2023, my daughter's birthday. My wife is like, yo, we 30,000 in the hole. I'm not telling you to quit your dream. And she's telling me this on the day of my daughter's birthday. I'm like, fuck. I couldn't even afford to throw a nice party for my daughter.
This is the True Hustle Podcast with your host, JR.
This is the True Hustle Podcast with your host, JR.
Is there a big Mexican population there?
The crazy part is the biggest Mexican population, it's in a city called Doraville.
Wow. Are you serious?
Where the Mexicans at? Doraville. Out of all places.
Out of all places, Doraville.
Doraville.
Sí, ven pa' acá. But is there like authentic Mexican food?
Yeah.
Like bomb shit? Like LA shit? Competitive? You got some spots that are like LA. But because a lot of those people migrated from over here. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because they're not big as far as the immigration is. Like, you know how the immigration was like knocking these fools down and coming from, so it's literally a lot of these people came from there. And then, a lot of campesinos and all that stuff. But yeah, they got their little spots and communities is heavy as hell, like heavy.
Really?
Heavy. Because I'm from Jersey. So when I was growing up in Jersey, there was no Mexicans there. When I told people I was Mexican, they were like, oh, what part of Puerto Rico that is? I'm like, no, bro, the fuck down the border type shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like me growing up, like I had to like fight, stand. Like I always got picked on because I was like, yo, he got spiky hair, shit. Like it was just so much that I had to stand for. That's why I love coming to LA and buying all my gear and shit. Cause now, bitch, fuck, you see it? You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what I'm talking about, dog.
But now, when we've taken over, bro, it's like Spanish Harlem was Puerto Rican and Dominican. And that's a long ass block. That's long as hell in New York. Half of that bitch now is all Mexican. Like
no way.
Store after store after store after store after store Mexican. It's not like one store Mexican and 12. Nah, it's like we taken over that whole fucking strip. And I grew up in New York, bro. Like Jersey, New York, like neighbors. So me always going back, never see. That's why I hung out with Dominican and Puerto Ricans and blacks. I never saw my kind. I had to travel to LA to connect and kick it with family and all that shit. Now I don't have to do that really because it's just they're everywhere and we all sound like this. You know what I'm saying? Like people like, yo, you Mexican? You sound black. No, bitch, I sound like where I'm from. I'm from Jersey and New York. Just
everybody from New York has that accent, but it's not a
black thing.
It's not a black thing. It's a Jersey thing. It's a New York thing.
Italians sound black, so it's like.
Dude, I met some dude at the event that I was in, this Ryan Pineda event, and he was from Jersey, and right away he had that accent, and he was Puerto Rican.
Oh yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
And I was just like, it's not it's a fucking New Jersey thing.
Yeah, like you grew up like speaking that. Like I can switch the lingo, if I come to LA. What up, fool? What's up, fool? All right, che, kick it, homie. Tranzas, carnal. Like I fit in. Like I know how to. I guess because I grew up with so many cultures. Like we and this is something that we should do in school. We would play around at the lunch table. Like my Haitian homie would be like, what's up, fool? And then we would sit there and mock each other, and I learned the words. Like I can flip the tongue and start speaking Dominican. People be like, I thought you was Mexican. Like, que lo que, loco, que lo tuyo, pa la vaina. Like, what the fuck? How? And Dominican people be like, what part of Dominican you from? Like, nah, I'm Mexican. How the fuck you sound like that? Because I grew up in a group of Dominicans. You know what I'm saying?
How'd you guys end up in Jersey? So, like, where are your parents originally from?
So, my mom is from Guatemala. My dad's from Sinaloa.
Oh,
I was supposed to be
Sinaloa. Damn, fool.
I was supposed to be American, but I was born 6 months, so my mom didn't make it across the border. Her whole shit was like, we gonna hit that border. My big ass just popped out. Like, fucked her plans up.
Took a little detour. Chill, you know.
Nobody shouldn't have ate the masalas.
Oh, shit. That's
Her
funny.
heartburn. Yeah,
So then you guys ended up, you know, typically when you see like a Mexican family, like the first place that they go to is L.A.
yeah. We came to.
So you were here, then you went to Jersey.
Yeah, so we crossed the border. I crossed the border at 3 years old. Like, I remember some of it. I remember the passing. I remember staying at somebody's house and my mom getting kicked out because I was crying because I had diarrhea. Like it was a wild trip.
Too many fucking tacos.
Yeah, too many fucking tacos, bro. Them Tijuana tacos is different.
Yeah, they hit different, dog. I try to stay away from those, dog.
So when my mom plan was to cross, my dad's plans was to cross, and they left us there, and they crossed themselves. So we stood there for about a year or two, and here's crazy, because when my mom left, she knew we was gonna be like tripping, so they made us a fake tape. Like it was like a radio. My cousin played a tape, so they did this shit because they left in the night and we didn't know they left. You know what I'm saying? So they left the play like, oh, we wanna welcome Sonia to the United States, and I was like, I'm listening. I'm like, oh, my mama's on the radio. All right, you know, I'm coming for you. Like it was some weird shit. Like I was like, yeah, I don't like, bro. And this is I vaguely remember this shit.
Okay.
And my mom was like, yeah, we did some tape like that. So, and then we crossed. I crossed with my grandmother and my sister. So I remember crossing the border. I remember walking through a little river. I remember walking on some train tracks. And yeah, I remember this shit. And I told my mom, I was like, yeah, I remember something about a mountain. And my grandmother had confirmed, like, yeah, we was on the side of a cerro coming through here. And I think somebody had gotten hurt. But the scariest part that I remember, I think it was like through a little desert, and there were helicopters. And there was like certain trees in the distance because we was like by some mountains. And I remember them digging the dirt and putting us in the dirt and covering us with leaves, and the pollero split. I guess because the helicopter was chasing us or some shit. So, you know, and from there I remember coming into a house where they stashed us and said, don't leave this house or y'all gonna die.
Fuck, this is some real movie shit, right?
No, yeah, like, and everybody was scared in the house, and the house stank. I remember the house stinking, and my grandmother was the only one that had the balls. Like, yo, I'm getting out of here. And people were like, don't open the door, don't open it, because it was a couple people. It was like a group of like 10, and it was like 6 of us in this house, and because they had the windows painted up and all kind of shit. And my grandmother just opened the fucking door and grabbed us, and we walked out. And everybody was like, I remember a white dude had walked up to us, and he was speaking Spanish. It's like, hey, está bien. He had a whole bag of bread, like sandwich, but they were already pre-made sandwiches with meat. And he had a bag of quarters, and he was giving us quarters. So I guess this was like a norm, and he was the type of person that would make sure people would call. It was like he just came as a savior out of nowhere. Yeah.
And you know what? that story is probably going to resonate with a lot of people because that's the reality of when our parents are crossing. Yeah. And when we were young and that type of shit, those conditions were real, bro.
Yeah, they're real.
You had fucking houses full.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Yeah. And then and the crossing is nothing easy because, like I said, I remember 3 different terrains. You know what I'm saying? So I know it was kind of hard, and the reason why they held us there, and we found out later on, they were threatening my mother for more money. They were threatening her. They was like, listen. Fuckers. And my mom said, did you get the toys? I'm like, what toys? She was like, I sent toys. I was like, gave the money and sent toys. And I'm like, we didn't get shit. they took the toys. I didn't even know we had toys. My mom was, but they basically said, if you don't give us no money, we gonna off your family. But they would just threaten them just to get more money. We already had walked
Extortion
out.
like a motherfucker.
Yeah. It was crazy.
And then your grandma was like, man, fuck this.
Yeah, my grandmother,
Just bounce.
But she was a God-fearing woman. She was very Christian, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So she was like, si nos matan, nos vamos con Dios. I'm like, I don't want to go yet. You're old, you good. Like, I haven't lived yet.
Tengo 4. Calmada, abuela, calmada. Like, fuck that shit. I got to hit New Jersey. Like,
For real.
Shit. So then you guys ended up here. At what age did you end up moving to New Jersey?
So I came here when I was 3, and we ended up leaving at 5. I was 5 years old.
Okay.
We came to live on Normandy.
Damn, the hood, homie.
Yeah.
Damn. As soon as it said Normandy,
Yeah,
like
we
that.
was living in some tall buildings, but it was infested with gangs. And then my mom would work at nighttime at a Crayola factory, and they would pick her up in a van and then drop her off like 5, 6 in the morning. And then I think one time she was dropped off. While she's getting dropped off, a whole bunch of gang members got killed right there from a cab. Like, they just lit it up like, and she saw fools dropping, and she was like, oh shit, scared. She almost shitting on herself, and then she was like, yo, we out of here. And then we had a family member from my stepfather. He was like, yeah, they in New York. We gonna go to New York. And then we ended up hopping on a 18-wheeler, and we drove from LA all the way to Jersey.
What?
Yeah. Like bro, I've been getting smuggled from Tijuana to LA, from LA and that's how we traveled, bro, in the 18-wheeler. In the cabin, like, you know, in the day cabin up there. Mm-hmm. So me, my brother, and my dad were sleeping on the top bunk, tight as fuck, while they were driving with 2 drivers driving us here.
Damn, dog.
Yeah. I've been through some shit.
And then you get there, and then it's completely different.
Bro, it went from light to dark quick. Like, I'm like, where my people at? Ain't nobody there. Like, so it's like being the only Mexican Guatemalan in the school, people not knowing where I was from, like, you know what I'm saying? So
Damn, how was that, bro?
that was hard.
Because nobody ate fucking burritos, nobody ate tacos.
They over there eating mangú, eating arroz habichuela, fatele. I'm over here smell like beans and shit. Like, who smell like beans in this motherfucker? Little Pablo. And they used to mess up my name, bro. Oh, my God. How do you mess up Pablo, bro?
How do you mess up Pablo?
They'd be like, Pablo.
Stop.
It's only one O, man.
How the fuck did the teachers mess up that, dog?
I have no idea, bro. They just fuck my name up.
So you get there, you're the only Mexican dude there. People weren't receptive to it because I don't think people understood, like, what is Mexico?
Yeah.
Especially on that part of town, right?
Yeah, especially, yeah. Because, you know, everything you see is Puerto Rican and Dominican. That's all they know. Yeah, and we're talking about in the 80s, bro. We're talking about 80s. So it's like, and they were Mexicans and like Guatemalans, but they were sprinkled. There wasn't that many. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I said, literally New York and New Jersey around that time was predominantly Dominican and Puerto Rican. And then sprinkles of other nations, like, you know what I'm saying? But the majority of the Latin community was Dominican and Puerto Rican. You know?
Fuck.
Yeah.
So that must have been kind of a struggle then. So how was it, like, going to school there and then going to junior high and then, like, growing up? Like, because, you know, you got there really young. Mm-hmm. And then you started, you know, then you went to junior high, high school. Like, how was that? Like, did it take time for you to get acclimated? Like,
it took time.
Start speaking Dominican and shit?
Yeah, well, it took time because, it took time, and, like, Dominicans are kind of considered like Mexicans in a way because they got to go through the paperwork process. They're like Puerto Ricans are born here. You know what I'm saying? Even if they're not born in the country, they have everything that we would want. You know what I'm saying? That we're hoping to get one day. So there was like a lunch table on the side, and it would literally be for immigrants, bro. Like, we didn't even know. We all just catered over here because we were like the outcasts. So Dominicans, but I got it the worst because I had nobody to lean on. So the Dominican people, they pulled me in like, órale, come on, Moñoñín, vente pa' acá, loco, ven, está con nosotros, está con nosotros. So I would kick it with them. And like my brothers till the day, shout out to Tone, shout out to Moñoño, my boy, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, these were some of the people that I grew up with, and they became like brothers. You know what I'm saying? And then it was beautiful because I go to their house, I eat the Dominican food. They come to my house like, yo, tu mamá haciendo tamales, way. Like, yeah, like come on over. Like, so it was dope because you know what I'm saying. We exchanged plates. So school wise, it was hard, but again, it's like everywhere else. You know what I'm saying. Even if you're Mexican though, you go to a school and you're kind of like the outcast because you know you don't want to fit in. You gotta deal with them heat. So I fought a lot, and I think that's what also made me a comedian because, like, you either knew how to joke or couldn't take a joke, or you had to fight, and I had to get down with all three. So. You know what I mean? I fought every time.
So you were being funny and fucking fools up.
Yeah,
damn.
I got fucked up first. I would think I'm
took a few L's, you know, no big deal.
Took a couple L's.
You know?
But I knocked some shit out too, though.
So then once you graduated high school, then that's when you wanted to pursue comedy, or did you go into something else?
No.
Because I heard something that you worked, well, I'm going to let you tell
No, go ahead.
You worked on airplanes?
Yeah.
Okay. For Boeing, by any chance?
No, not Boeing. Not Boeing. I wish. I was working for, so getting out of school, I didn't know what I wanted to do. Like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm surrounded with all this negativity. Because I grew up around negativity. You feel me? My block was negativity. My block was hot.
And that was in New Jersey?
That was in Jersey,
okay.
Yeah. So, like, there was no... I grew up in a neighborhood that, 9 out of 10, you're going to end up locked up or, you know what I'm saying, or in a wheelchair or dead.
Oh, kind of like L.A. All right.
Yeah. So kind of like
LA.
LA.
Okay, cool.
But when I was growing up, it was no gangs. It was just like crews and shit. But it was like, it wasn't like because you live here, you beef here. You good. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So I didn't know what I wanted to do. And it was at one point because, again, I don't have papers. Like, I didn't have papers yet. So, you know what I'm saying? So I couldn't do what I wanted to do. So it's like, I'm going to find a hustle. And then my brother worked at a bodega, which is a store. You know what I'm saying? It's like, Boricuas call them bodegas. And he would sell sandwiches out of there. And I just hang around the block. And then the owner one day was like, yo, man, cut hair or something. I'm not to cut hair. And I was like, shit. But he was doing that to get me out of the store because I would come and get free sandwiches.
Oh, shit. He's like, man, you got to do something, dog.
So he was like, I got a pair of clippers, bro. Like, you should learn how to cut hair. And I'm like, I don't know. And he took me to his barber, and this kid probably was like 15. He wasn't even in school. 15 years old, and he's standing on a milk crate cutting hair in a barbershop. But his pockets was fat. I'm like, bro, he got to be out here selling something. He's like, nah, all I'm thinking I'm selling is haircuts. I was like, how much you make a week? He's like, about $1,500. I said, damn, $1,500.
Oh, $1,500 back when?
Back, I'm talking about in the 2000.
Damn.
But you got to understand too.
That's
like,
a lot.
Like, you got to understand. It's a lot because we're in buildings. You feel me? So it's like building after building after building. It's a lot of people.
Because Jersey and New York, it grows up.
It goes
right?
up.
It don't go.
Yeah, you guys stretch out. Like, Diddy. Well, we go, you know what I mean? Like, we like high rises. You feel me? So it's like you got 1 million people in this building, 1 million people in that building. But it's barbershops everywhere, though. It's like they're everywhere. But it's money for everyone. It's money for everyone. If you're not making money in New York or New Jersey, bro, you just some bum ass dude. Because there's money. I survived. I made money everywhere I went. You feel me? So when I seen that, I started cutting people here in the back of the bodega, jacking them up a little bit. Like, on $5, I hook you up. Shit, a little crooked, a little lopsided. Let me just.
You learn quick, huh?
Yeah,
You're like, fuck it. I might fuck it up once, but.
Yeah, but I ended up learning. And then I started cutting hair, and this is what leads into the comedy. Because, again, I'm a dude. I grew up around nothing but African Americans, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans. I was always the oddball. Mm-hmm. And I ended up working in a Caribbean barbershop. And there's this one guy, his name is Dexter, who took a chance on me because I was like, yo, I want to learn how to cut hair. And he looked at me, he's like, I ain't got time for you. I was like, bro, I really, because I seen him cut hair with a candle. Like, he would pick the fro out, and he would come with a candle, like a wick, and burn the hair into a fro like the mic. I was like, damn.
Oh, what?
Yeah, like with a candle wick, he would pick it out, pick it out, all the way out, and then he would come with the wick and start burning it and shaping it. I'm like, oh, he about to fuck that up. And he would shape it like this, and you could put a hat on, mush it, take the hat off, and pick it back out, and it'll come right back to this. And I was like, oh, he's a master at this shit. And he would fade your hair.
I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I pursued him. I was like, I need to learn from the OG.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, like, I need to learn from you. And He didn't want to. And he's like, oh, matter of fact, you'll buy me lunch for a month. Come here every day, buy me lunch for a month, and I'll think about it. Shit. I was going there every day. What you eating, bro? Like, I did it for 3 days. He was like, yo, that last chair is yours. So they put me in the last chair. He said, all you're doing is ball heads. I was like, you're doing ball heads. You're going to get $5 from every cut. All right, cool. He said, but while you're doing the ball head, you're gonna learn how to do a fade. And then that's how we did it. And within 3 months, again, like, I'm a quick learner. Like, I learn shit quick. In 3 months, I was cutting like a regular barber. And then mind you, so it's Caribbeans in here. There's no Hispanics. I'm the only Hispanic. And then people will come in, and then the Puerto Ricans and Dominicans are known to be nice with the razors. So everybody wants to go to them because they're very good at cutting hair. So everybody, once they notice, they put me from the back to almost like in the middle a second. Oh, Poppy, how many you got? Poppy, how many you got? Oh, I know he nice with the razor. I just learned, motherfucker, but all right, come on, sit down. And it blew up from there, and I would crack jokes, and then one day a promoter came in, right? I know the stories get long.
Nah, keep it going, dog. So I'm just like, oh, shit, that's how it all started? Yeah. Damn.
From cutting hair. So I've never wanted to be a comedian. I never wanted to do stand-up. Deep down inside, I always had the twinkle for acting, though. I grew up watching Chespirito and all of that. But to get to
he's Mexican for real, though.
To get to
he said Chespirito. Puta!
Yeah.
That's my childhood, dog.
Cantinflas, you know what I'm saying? So, like,
all these old fucking, this young fucking generation, they don't know who the fuck that is, but that was our childhood. Fucking Chavo del Ocho, all that.
So the reason I do characters, like different characters, was because of Chespirito. I used to love seeing him be the Professor, Chavo, you know what I'm saying? So watching him in these different characters, I believed it was different people. So, and that's what, I always had that twinkle. I just didn't know that's what I wanted to do in life. You know what I'm saying? So, but in the barbershop, one time a promoter came in there and he started to, crack jokes. We did something called fishing. So the barbers in there, we do fishing. We'll start talking shit to one another and let's see which one of the customers bite. So if the customer gets comfortable, starts clowning, I'm like, yo, P, he got jokes. But they would do it to get them going, and then I would come and clown them, and it was like an open clowning session. You're like, oh, you stepped in, you can't get mad. Like,
it was kind of like an open mic in the barbershop, but you didn't know. Like,
exactly.
If you started talking shit, you were about to get roasted, dog.
But that was the point, was to lure them in.
Yeah.
But that promoter, I didn't know he was a promoter, but I know he was a regular. Uh-huh. And he got mad because I clowned the shit out of him. He got mad, and he was like, "You're not that funny, bro. You think you're funny? I got 200, my comedian, to eat you up." So I'm thinking they're gonna bring him to the shop. I was like, bro, and everybody's like, "Oh, Pablo, you gonna let him do that?" I'm like, I bet 200 up. Let's get it. They ended up putting me on a flyer. I'm like, oh, this shit real. Oh shit.
Oh, whoa. But he didn't warn you. He just
put a face on the flyer.
Like, you thought he was just gonna bring him to the barbershop, and it was like, he put you on a fucking flyer?
Yes.
Damn.
Comedians and everything.
Shit.
I'm like, the fuck? I'm like, oh shit. I can't back out right now. Like, So the moment comes, it's a club, and it's right across the street from a cemetery. Right? It's called Dark Shadows in Newark. Right? I get there, it's fucking 300 people in there. It's packed. I've never done this shit. I've never done stand-up. I'm like, oh shit, this is real. So I got a little nervous. Mind you, all the barbers, so it was 10 barbers that came, plus about 20 customers that know us, that come there just to kick it with us because we funny in there. So I literally brought 40 people with me. Like, they were just coming because they wanted to see this shit. Like, oh, Pablo. Some people thought I was going to get shitted on. A lot of people like, yo, Pablo going to hold his own. We bought a bottle, we drink, and they bring me up. Not knowing the guy that's hosting it was a dude that was like, has TV credit and all of that, and did something for hanging with Mr. Cooper, and I didn't. Y'all might not know who that is. Google him. It's not a Mexican show, by the way. So, and I made sure I was wearing all fly shit too, because I'm like, y'all not gonna play me. Like, I'm coming in here fresh to death. So as I get there and then we start cracking, I was comfortable, bro. Just bang, 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 back and forth, bing, bang, bing, bang, bing. And I ended it, and then people were clapping. I was like, okay, cool. It was nothing.
So they pulled both of you guys up.
No,
So
they pulled me up.
Okay, so it's not like you guys were going at it with each other.
We were clowning. We were roasting each other.
Okay. I'm trying to.
So because he's the host of a comedy show.
Okay.
He brought me up, and then we started roasting each other.
Okay.
Because that's what the bet was.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? And I guess it was either me and him that was going to win the $200. You feel me? And that's when the promoter threw that in there. That doesn't happen at a comedy show. It's like you come to a comedy show as comedians come up, and then that's it. You know what I'm saying? I never been to a comedy show. I've never done comedy. I thought this was regular. I didn't know that, but I killed it. And I get off the stage, and he was like, "Yo, so damn, bro, you funny, man. Like Samoan guy." I was like, "Samoan? Samoan? What?" He's like, "Yeah, what you Hawaiian, right?" Like, "Nah, I'm Mexican." He's like,
"What is that?"
He's like, no, but he was like a touring comedian, so he knew what Mexicans were. So he was like, "Mexican?" He's like, "Man, you're too fucking big to be Mexican." I was like, "What?" He literally said that, like, "You tall as fuck for a Mexican, bro." It's like, he said, the fact that you came into an all-black room and they connected with you and they understood you and related to you, you got something here, bro. Take this and move forward with it. You're gonna be big. I'm like, shit. And then I met my boy Ty and Double D, and with them, I took off. We just started doing comedy shows every night for like 2 years, right, babe? 2 years? 2 years, yeah, more than 2 years, right? But every night, because you know New York is right there, so I could do 2 shows in Jersey, I could do 3 shows in New York the same day, because there's just so many rooms there. You know what I'm saying, to perform in. But my next big show after that, I bombed, and I bombed in front of Wendy Williams and.
Oh, no way!
I bombed because I got too cocky. I got confident. I was like, "Oh yeah, I killed that show. I'm gonna kill this shit."
That shit ain't nothing.
This shit ain't nothing.
Ain't nothing. You roll up, you're like, "Oh fuck!"
But mind you, I wasn't nervous. I bombed. Like,
what do you think went wrong? Like you went up there a little bit too confident.
Yeah, a little bit too confident, and I didn't do my research. Damn. Like my wife always tells me to do, by the way. I love you, boo. Oh, I didn't drink that night. No, I didn't drink. I know. No,
not that one, but the
this
other one.
This is my interview, boo. This is my interview, all right?
So then you bomb, and how do you react? Because it was the first time. Well, this was fairly new to you, so you went in there like, "Yeah, this ain't shit." Yeah, and then you get up there and you bomb.
Yeah, like I was doing great, but then I dropped the N word. You know what I'm saying? So,
and it was a predominantly African American black.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck! So everybody just.
Yeah. But remember, I was at Dark Shadows. We in the hood. So it's like it's acceptable. Like, I'm not gonna say it's acceptable, but it's like you can tell when somebody's saying it malicious. You could tell somebody, "Oh, that's just the way they speak. They from the hood," type shit. You get what I'm saying to you? So it's not like, "Oh, I can't get around certain black friends. I can't." Nah, it's like, all right, we know where you from, so we good. Is a way of saying things where we know this is what you are and where you from, and there's a certain way of saying things where like, okay, you're being malicious. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's not acceptable through the African American culture. You get what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
But we're ignorant people. I'm gonna keep it a buck, and we just say shit to say shit and not know that it comes with repercussions. You know what I'm saying to you? So, but again, I was young. I'm from the hood, like. And in the hood, all of that shit's tolerated. But I'm leaving the hood now.
You're with a different demographic.
Exactly. We're talking about paying class demographic. People that come to work,
exactly,
come see a comedy show and want to get laughed and not get offended. You get what I'm saying to you? So I didn't do my research. And again, comedy wasn't something that I was, I want to be a comedian one day. It was never my thing.
So how was the reaction? Like, did you feel like as soon as you said that, like everything just went out the fucking door?
Yeah, everything. It was like, ha. Oh, I was like, And then I try to bring them back. Like, yeah, come on now, don't act like that on me. Mexicans is like the blacks, like the same thing. Y'all eat barbecue, we eat tacos. Like I was trying to bring myself back, and it didn't work. And I was like, all right, thank you for your time. I got nervous, and I said, thank you for the time. So the comedian named Talent, OG in the game. He comes off stage and he literally puts his hand on my shoulder. Like, yo, relax, bro. Come on, clap it up for Big P, because I went by Big P at the time. Clap it up for Big B. Come on now, you know he from the hood, man. Come on, man. Like, you know what I mean? He basically like a Puerto Rican. So he basically brought it up and people started clapping. But what messed me up was the next comedian came back. Is like, yo, the fact that we letting this guy said the N-word on stage, and then I'm like, oh, this bitch just did me dirty. Like,
And who was that guy?
it was a girl.
Oh.
I forgot her name.
And then she was just like fucking feeding off of that shit.
Yeah, like she tried to like capitalize on my downfall. But again, yo, comedy, bro, that stage, anything goes. So I can't get mad for them shitting on me. Anything goes.
Okay, I feel you.
Because if you're a comedian, you come up and you fuck up, I'm gonna capitalize on your fuck up. I'm gonna slam and dunk that bitch in your face. And I'm gonna get off stage and be like, yo, good shit though. It's just a fact. You know what I'm saying? It's just part of the comedy rules, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And you can't get mad. You can't get mad, bro. It's like, there's no room.
It's just part of the game, right?
Yeah, it's part of the game. And it's all good. It's like basketball dude dunking in your face, talking all that shit on, like, yeah, you whack, da-da-da. And you good.
And then after the game's over, you go have dinner.
Yeah, that's
like,
it.
Hey, my bad. I
Yeah.
dunked all over you, homie. But
You shouldn't have had your face
put you on
under
a
the net.
poster, homie, but my bad. It's only going to live forever.
Facts.
So then that happened.
Uh-huh.
She shit on you. And then what happened after that? Were you like kind of like, damn, this is comedy. This is how it is. Damn. Did it kind of like put you on alert? Like, okay, prepare.
Yeah.
Do this. Do that.
It's crazy because my wife's. I did not prepare for a lot of shit. I was like, oh, all right, I just took that to the chin. Like everything else. Like growing up in Jersey, I took everything to the chin.
Okay.
All right, just jot this one down. All right, don't say the N-word no more. Cool, got it, boop. You know what I'm saying? So that's what started making me tailoring comedy and writing for the people instead of me being me, if that makes any sense. Because I'm like, all right, I don't want to get judged. And so we all start thinking about getting judged, da-da-da. So I started catering and started talking about my life and started talking about my cousins in Cali and, you know, and then started bringing that into the limelight and talked about me being an immigrant. And a lot of people was like, oh, that's funny, bro. Nobody knew I was an immigrant, though. Everybody thought I was born here. Everybody thought you speak perfect English, you know what I'm saying? You're not as short as the other people. Yeah, you from here. So that's what everybody assumed, you know what I'm saying? But so I just started to navigate. Had great shows. I think that was the only show. And I never got booed. It just got quiet. You know what I'm saying? I never got booed. It always got quiet. I think that was just, out of 1,000 shows, and I'm not being cocky. I just like, out of 1,000 shows, I probably had 3 bad ones. You know what I'm saying? And
That's pretty good.
2 of them was from being drunk. You know, my wife was there to attest that. Like I've always got up and did my thing and just I was just me.
I'm curious, right? Because, you know, I love comedy. I go to a lot of comedy shows.
Is this clean water?
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
not like tap, right? 'Cause
Nah.
I saw a little tap. It's like,
nah, we good.
it's bottled water.
So, is there like a rule, like, all right, I'm going to have 3 beers or 3 shots, and that's it? Or some people just say, fuck it, and get fucking fucked up and just go up there?
So my rule was always to have two mixed drinks.
That was it.
That was it. I was like, yo, let me get 2 rum and cokes. The most I would do is 3. But the time my wife was there, I was just too cocky because I was killing a couple shows. And that's when, I'm speeding now. We're speeding through like the comedy career because I'm in Georgia now when I'm talking about this.
Okay.
And I've been in Georgia for the last 8 years. So going to Georgia, it was hard for me to enter the comedy because I was like, yeah, I'm from New York. I'm from up top. So Atlanta and New York has this beef. They don't really rock with each other. Yeah, they don't rock with each other. So being a comedian is like, oh, I'm from up top. I'm from Jersey. Like, oh, yeah, you put your name on your list. Even though you're third, you might get on or not. So they just started like,
oh, no love.
No love. But then I was like, oh shit, all right. Hey, what's up, fool? I'm Mexican. Oh, he an amigo. Come on, amigo, get on stage. So it just like, I was like, oh, that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, again, I said that's why I'm good at switching shit. You know what I mean?
That was good, though.
Yeah, I'm from New York. You heard me? Like, what's good? Yeah, like, let me get on here. What's up, fool? Like, what's up? Trying to do some time, man.
Fool, did you know about the one time that I crossed the border? I was 3, fool, but I remember.
I would talk to the promoters like this and get on stage and be like, yeah, what's good? You know, and then I would flip it.
And then be like, whoa, what the fuck?
It just happened. Like, this fool just went from working in the kitchen to being a busboy. Like,
This guy went from a fucking a taco to a fucking whatever they serve over there.
Hamburger.
You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, so I had to do that, and then it got to the point where like I couldn't get in a certain place, so I would go to the rooms like, yo, who's funny here? Oh, he's funny. Oh, he's funny. So, and this is now where I was working aviation. I moved to Georgia and I started working aviation to try to get free airfare to travel as a comedian. That's why I got into aviation. So now I'm making
smart.
Now I'm making good money, right? I'm making good money.
Okay. My question to you is before we get into that.
Okay.
Is why did you move to Atlanta, Georgia? Like, is it just strictly for the job? Or was it like, I need a fucking change?
I needed a change because, like, again, it's like I'm around Jersey. It's just this vibe, bro. It's like, they call it has a nickname called Dirty Jersey. Dirty Jersey for a reason. It's like, there's a lot of grimy shit there. But it's upfront grimy. It's not behind your back grimy. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if it's like, I'm open grimy.
Yeah,
I'm open grimy.
Straight up.
I'm sitting here like, man, I don't like your fucking haircut. Yo, what's up? Yeah, I don't like him, dog. I'm good, though. Atlanta.
It's like comparing Mexico to U.S. Like, Mexico's up. Yeah, they grimy to your face.
Yeah, we grimy.
U.S. is more
grimy.
like,
you know where I stand at.
Do some sneaky shit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna come in the room and be like, hey. I'm like, what up, my boy? What's good, son? All right, what up, son? Like, this motherfucker. And you be like, yo, what's the problem? I don't like your face, my boy. I don't like your face. Change your face. That's how we are, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, like, I don't like your face, bro. Your nose is getting on my nerves, B. Like, fuck. It's like, we look for shit to, like, cause fuck, I don't like you. And we be all right. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and now it's two things. We square off, we hit it, and it's 90 out of 9 out of 10, we gonna fight. But that's the thing about Jersey too. We knuckle up. We like to knuckle up. You feel me? Put them gloves on. Let's hit this pop, bleep, pop, bloop, bloop, bloop.
And then it's over.
It's over. Yep. Trust me, I got a couple scars because it's just like that. You know what I mean? Like, I never really got shot. I got shot at, but never got shot, hit. But I got into some shit.
At least you get to just fight.
Yeah, you get to fight. Now these are youngsters.
It's a little bit different over here. Like, shit.
They wilding in Jersey, but you got to be on some fuck shit to get killed out there. Like, you really got to be on some shit. You know what I'm saying to you? It's not like innocent drive-bys or like none of that. But we get a couple like sprinkles of that. It's not really that crazy out there. Because out there, like, if I'm about to spend this bullet, I'm about to do death, I make sure I take you with me, or I take you. I don't want to go to jail for killing somebody I didn't. You know what I mean? And that's the mentality.
And it's a little bit different than, like, it's like you really have to be. You must have done some crazy, wild, off the wall type shit in order for people to get at you. You know what I mean?
Nah, not me.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you, but in general.
Yeah. I see you do this shit.
Not you.
Yeah, not me.
Yeah, not the homie. Yeah. Y'all got it right.
You wearing the wire? Throw some water on them.
So, shit. So then that's what made, like, you were like, fuck this. Like, it's time to go.
Well, it was that, and then I remember because I started doing skits in Jersey. My friend put me on, and I remember watching this Mexican dude in Georgia, and this is now where we get to how Mexicans are in Georgia. I saw this rapper named Cap, and I started following him, liking the music. I was like, oh shit, because being from Jersey, I grew up to listening to hip hop differently to how you guys grew up to listening to hip hop. Okay. Like, I know the Slick Ricks, KRS-Ones, you know what I'm saying? Like, Busta Rhymes, like all these people back in the days, Onyx, Wu-Tang definitely big up there, you know what I'm saying? Mobb Deep. So I grew up to, what I call black music down here, you know what I'm saying? Which is predominantly it is. But, you know what I'm saying? I looked at it as hip hop. I didn't look at color. I looked at hip hop. And I can relate to them because it's where I grew up at. You get what I'm saying too? So I was loving it. So when I seen, because I've learned about the Kid Frost.
Kid Frost.
So I remember him as a Mexican rapper. I was like, oh, when I heard it, I'm like, oh, this guy's black or Mexican? You feel me? And this is just me because I'm like, I knew all the Mexican rappers and I could tell they were Mexican. I could tell. Yeah. But Kid Frost had this flow, ain't no sunshine. So I thought that was a black individual speaking because he had soul in his music. I was like, oh shit, he a little short Mexican motherfucker. I'm like, oh shit, he fire. But that's the only one I could kind of relate to.
Okay.
Then I saw Cap, linked up with them, and then it was like, his brother was like, oh yeah, bro, there's Mexicans in Georgia. I was like, what? Nah, get the fuck out of here. What the fuck? Nah, bro. I know Atlanta is black. It's black. This the black Mecca. This is what everybody calls it. And I took a trip down there, and a friend of mine at the time moved from Jersey to Atlanta, and he was trying to get me to move down there, just like how my wife was trying to get everybody to move to Atlanta.
Yeah.
He said, you should come down there. Mind you, I only knew him, but he was never really there, and I don't know nobody else. All my family's in Jersey. So we take a trip. I come down there. I was like, oh, I don't like this shit. There's no sidewalks. It's fucking, you got to wait on a bus for 4 hours to get somewhere. Like, I don't like this shit. So I turned back around. But when I was down there, I liked it because you see a lot of brick buildings, but then there was houses. It was beautiful homes. It was grass everywhere.
Big ass homes.
Yeah, so it was more nature because, Jersey and New York is more concrete jungle.
Yeah. Everything
is concrete. The only parking trees you get is in Central Park. You know what I'm saying? So you just used to seeing bricks. So I was like, I told the wife, I was like, yo, I don't know what something about Atlanta. Something about Atlanta. I don't know what it is. I'm going to blow up over there. I'm going to blow up. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to blow up. And my wife was like, we just went through the loss of her father. God rest his soul. So it was like she didn't really have nothing left there but her mom and her brother. But, they had family there. So I was like, let's take this trip. And we just decided to grab our family, move out. And we moved.
Just like that?
Yeah, no plans, no nothing. I was like,
damn.
I was like, yeah, something about Atlanta. I'm a pop. I don't know what it is, but I'm a blow. And when I got there, that's when I was like, oh, fuck. And I started working aviation, and I was about to quit the job 2 weeks I was in because I'm a big dude. Everybody's little as hell. They can maneuver into the planes. I'm on the floor trying to fix the seat. Like, oh, shit, my stomach won't let me do it. Like, it was a lot. And they kind of convinced me, like, bro, don't quit because sheet metal can make you $50 an hour. Don't quit. And I ended up staying. And then that's when the comedy comes in. So I started booking people, and then it's just like, then I found out, like, I was like, yeah, there's Mexicans down here. And I was like, where? And that's when I found out it was in Doraville. I was like,
Doraville?
All places, our
what
people.
What a coincidence.
I was waiting to see a lot of Doras and Diegos in that motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Sí, ¿quieres tacos? And you'll be like, what?
Yeah.
Sí, quiero tacos. Point me to that direction.
But they're deep, bro. They're deep. Like
Really?
Doraville, Norcross, Duluth. Yeah, bro, deep. And it's not, we not broke over there. No, we not broke. There's money out there, bro. It's hella money.
Really?
Construction, everyday building. Like, they're building Atlanta. Atlanta is like about to be the next New York. You know what I'm saying to you? So it's like, a matter of fact, it is.
Wow.
It's becoming that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like, I wish I would have bought a house when I moved there. Because the houses was like 100,000, 200,000. We talking about 4 or 5 bedrooms, like
huge,
in a good area. In a bad area, you could buy a home for like 60,000, 70,000. Now,
what?
Yeah. My boy bought his house for like 80,000, 2-3 bedroom. Yeah, nice. Yeah. It's just that the county, it's beautiful if you don't have kids. But if you have kids, you got to send them to Clayton County School. Schools are shitty. Like they're 2 out of 9. So it's horrible. So schools is horrible. So I went there. That's what forced me to, actually my wife was like, I don't want to be in this countryside. I want to go up north. I want to go up north because that's the better schools. Like on the north side, the Gwinnett's, they're like 9 out of 9 type shit. So yeah.
So then at what point did you quit that aviation job? And you was like, fuck this. This is it. This is what I'm going to do. Social media, skits, comedy, all that.
COVID.
Damn, did that to a lot of people.
I was doing skits. I was doing skits since 2000. I was doing skits since 2009. I was part of a group, and it wasn't really skits. We were pranking people. So I blew up way before I left. I already had blew up in 2008, 2009 on YouTube when WorldStar was not transitioning from a platform that was just for pure music to now it was becoming dominant with videos. So around that era, so when Ashton Kutcher had the show Punk'd,
yeah.
we remixed it to the hood version called Hood Pranks. You know what I'm saying? So I was a part of that. So I blew up with them. You know what I'm saying? I was the guy writing and creating content with them. But then it was like I still knew it was like, yo, YouTube was the wave. I knew YouTube then before Instagram and Vine, all this shit, I was like, YouTube is it. And so I don't want to deviate from the conversation, but like that's how I knew. So now coming down here to Atlanta, and I was doing skits, but I wasn't being consistent. And that's the problem with social media. If you're not consistent, you're never going to grow. Unless you that 1 out of a million that you just one of them dudes that's every video fucking hits, then you the man. You know what I'm saying? And they're out there. They're out there because I've seen people like bloop, bloop. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because now it's a little more easier because everybody's so hipped into social media. But then it's harder. So in 2002, I was like doing more skits because now I started to connect with comedians and content creators and stuff. And then they were showing me the way around Atlanta. And COVID hit. I opened up a taco truck. I was doing my thing. Then it shut everything down. Then I was like, they let me go from work because I was the youngest there. So being there for 5 years, I went from a regular cleanup guy to a supervisor for all the sheet metal because a lot of the people the guy hired were from out of the country, so they didn't speak English properly. But they're nasty at aviation. Like they have their licenses back home, especially from Peru. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
So when they let me go, I was like, fuck. You know, shout out to stimulus check for that shit because we was able to hold the crib down.
You got your stimmies?
At one point, I was like, damn, I got all these kids. I'm like, oh, shit, I'm glad I got them now. Because like, them stimmies was coming in pretty. So it held us down. And my boy was like, yo, we're just going to shoot every day. And we were shooting like 20 videos a day. Boom, 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 boom. I did it for a whole year. Mind you, my wife's
20 videos a day?
Yeah, just like stand-up. Like, yeah. I got 4 videos when I came in here, just in my head, like, I would do this kid, I would do that skit, I would do this kid. He'll tell you, JT will tell you. Shout out to JT
crazy.
For hooking this up, too.
Yeah,
JT the comic.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it's just like that. Like, if I'm around people that want to film, it's like, oh, I'm like, poop, 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 let's get it. Yeah.
So then, all right, that hit, pandemic, and fucked it all up. Well, actually, it didn't fuck it up.
No, it didn't.
I think it puts you in a position to say, like, damn, like now we're gonna just transition from the aviation to just content.
Yeah, just the content.
So it was like a blessing.
Yeah. So I did it, and then it was like I'm spending money. Wife is like, all right. So I did it for a whole year. Like I'm talking about just stuck to that bang, 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 bang. I actually went back to work a couple months later. So I moved away from being consistent every day to going back to work, and nothing was hitting for me. Nothing was hitting. I was like, fuck. It was hitting, but it wasn't hitting to where I can quit my job.
Okay.
I'm like, fuck. I was getting booked. Yeah, here's 300, bro. Come do something for us. Oh, here's 150. Come do something for us. And it's like, oh, all right, I see it. And I'm not going to forget this day, January 2023, my daughter's birthday. My wife is like, yo, we 30,000 in the hole. What's like, I'm not telling you to quit your dream because I've been supporting you since 2008. And we're talking about 2023 now. Look how long this is. I didn't pop not one time. I popped like smidgets here and there. I had a little movement, but nothing crazy. And she's telling me this on the day of my daughter's birthday. I'm like, fuck. I couldn't even afford to throw a nice party for my daughter. Like, I only had enough money for a cake. I didn't even get her a present. You know what I'm saying? My wife went into a 401k to get a couple dollars just to fucking get her a little outfit. I didn't have money for shit. But I did have beer, though. Well, look, I'm broke, but I had beer. You know what I'm saying? So I'm drinking this shit away, and I'm like, I told my wife, like, fuck it, I'm going to quit this shit. I'm going to quit. And I'm not known to quit. I'm fucking quit because I put her through so much. You know what I'm saying? My wife is like my backbone, my angel. Like, she's the one that came into my life and took me from all this negativity. She's like, you want to live in this shit? Like, I want to live over there with the money, right? I was like, yeah, but I don't, people over there going to judge me. She's like, fuck them. So my wife put that mentality. I'm already a person that loves to shine, and like I'm a person that hustles. She's like, you're hustling with pennies, bro. Let's hustle with bread over here. Like, so that was, my wife is like, did all that. And then she watching the kids, taking care of home, taking care of work, and I'm out here trying to scratch a couple of dollars. You know what I'm saying? I would have been any other relationship, a woman would have been left like, yo, fuck that. You chasing dreams ain't doing nothing for you. She's seen it in me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you got a spark. Just fuck it. But if this spark don't spark after 20 years, something ain't right. You need to change the lighter or whatever. So with her being there and pushing that, I was like, Cool. Damn, I just lost my train of thought. ADHD, my bad.
No, you said.
Yeah. So
it's all good. It's all
it is an
good,
emotional moment because I was talking to my mom, and normally my mom talks to me when she's drunk because my mom is an alcoholic. But I was the one that was an alcoholic, and she was sitting there listening to me, and I'm crying, and I'm like, "I love you, mom." So I'm like, because I think it was emotional for me more because I'm like, "Fuck, I gotta now fall back because I gotta take care of a family," and I've been chasing my dreams so long, it's not fair to them. You know what I'm saying? So, and literally, my phone dies. Like, fuck. Now I got to go open up my laptop. So when I open up my laptop, it's like 3 in the morning, right, babe? Yeah. After my daughter's birthday now. I'm lit. I'm like, fuck it. I'm always play some more music in my bed. Like, she didn't even tell me to go to. She normally like, yo, take your drunk ass, sensitive ass to bed. She ain't even say shit. She was like, I'm going to let him cry it out. And I opened up the laptop and shit. Open up my laptop. All I hear is bling, 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 boom, bling. That Friday morning on the 22nd, I had 2,000 followers on Facebook. At 4 in the morning on the 23rd, I had 48,000 new followers.
Wait, whoa. Overnight?
Overnight. So literally, I look, there's 3 videos going viral. There's one with me, I play a character named Munchies. I'm in the back of a cop car. And they're like, Munchies, you going to jail? Like, hey, don't trip, fool. Shit, I'm about to go on vacation, homie. You know, get the little breakfast in bed with the little purple mattress, you know what I'm saying? I'll be right back, wee. Because the cop takes off and I'm like, wee. And everybody's like, this motherfucker happy he going to jail? He think it's a resort? So it went viral. That one went viral. Then the one viral that was like 9 minutes that me and my wife just happened I had an experience where, you know, we're getting older, you got to get your colon checked. And that was kind of traumatizing because my wife set me up. I was going there for a hernia checkup. And then this motherfucker ended up putting his finger. You know what I mean? Like, but the way he did it, he finessed me, bro. I felt bad. Now I know how some of the women feel and shit because he finessed me hard. You know what I'm saying? Old ass man with shaky fingers and shit. So I was upset. So it's just like, I was like, yo, we're going to reenact that. I'm a man. The fuck? You know what I mean? I'm secure in my spot. So I said, yo, we're just going to reenact it. And we did. And then that was 9 minutes long. And that motherfucker hit 1.3 mil. But mind you, the video was up for almost a year. What caused the traction was me as Munchies in the back of a cop car.
That fed the other one.
The other one fed, yeah. So it fed that one and then the other one. And then there was one I did with a girl that it took off as well. Like, because I invited her to a pool party and it was a kiddie pool named Via Moore. And then there was a kiddie pool. And then she thought she was coming to a real pool party. I was like, nah, I said a pool party. She was like, yeah, but this ain't even a pool. It is a pool. It's like, it's water in it, right? I'm swimming, right? Like, so that shit took off. And so it was those 3 videos that just went crazy. And I'm like, yo, all right, I'm about to cancel. I'm about to like, fuck this. And it just took off. And I didn't quit then and there, but that's when I got monetized. Bing. And then by the end of the month, I was at 142,000 followers. And then within a year, I almost hit 500, but then I got demonetized for 6 months because of Gordo Mamón, punk ass. Shout out to Gordo Mamón with tu pinche madre. We did a video in Houston and we had a goat. So Munchies was selling blue-nosed puppies.
Okay.
But I said it was a blue. You know how you go to Marketplace and people try to sell you shit that's not what it is? So I had an idea. I was like, I'm going to say I'm selling blue-nosed puppies and you pull up is a fucking goat. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? So, and when he picked up the goat, se le vieron los testes. And then they considered that as sexual interactions with animals.
No fucking way.
Yeah. And there was no sexual going on in the video. It was just, he lifted up just los cojones. I was like, so they hit me for 90 days, bro. Because I was like, how you violating me for that? I didn't do nothing. There was nothing sexual. I wasn't having nothing crazy with no animal. The way I looked at it, I was like, y'all made it seem like I was smashing the goat or something. Because that's how graphic they made it seem. But then I'm like, this must be a mistake. Because on Instagram, it was monetized. I'm like, how? And I appealed it. They was like, nah, fuck out of here. 6 months. So 90 days, I was in bed. My wife was like, I'm going to be like, man, fuck this shit. I don't want to do shit. So yeah, but
when you started getting monetized on Facebook, were you making some big bread, homie?
I made enough bread to say fuck aviation. And I'm an aircraft engineer, so you tell me what you think.
I don't want to ask a specific number.
My first check was 9,000. My first check from 2009 to 2022, 23, not making a fucking penny with a little 100, 200, 300. My first month was 9,000. My first check. That's just from Facebook.
That's not from the other platforms. Damn. So
But
then
it's not.
So then that gave you like a, oh shit, I could do this.
Yeah. But I didn't do it. Since 09 to now, I never did it as a job or as a, I want money. I did it because, again, it was that spark. It was a passion. Like I got the smile now, cry later. That's what they call it out here, right? But these are dramatic faces. So I always wanted to go to acting school. But, my parents, like being farm workers, they're like, ponte a trabajar, pendejo. That type of shit. So my mom was always on that shit. Like, he's still a super. Like, you have no ambition. It's fucking crazy to me because you come to this country to do better, but you got a job, so you got comfortable. You know what I'm saying to you? I was never that one. I'm not, I don't know what it is for me. I always had this saying, I always said it, and I say it out loud. Like, I was put on this earth to shine, and I'm going to shine my hardest. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take advantage of this life that I'm in. I made a lot of mistakes. I'm not perfect. But out of those mistakes, a lot of wins came out of it. You know what I'm saying? And I made a couple of similar mistakes because, we just hard-headed. Like, fuck it. Sometimes we try to force it. Now that's why I don't force it. But, and don't think because I made 9,000 one month, the next month I made 1,000. So this shit is not consistent. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Like, you got to really say, and I'm not saying, like, not put in family time, but if you're chasing fame, you jeopardize your family. Because when you're chasing this, nothing else matters. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to handle this shit, deal with it, because I'm chasing this. It's for us. And I've had those talks with me and my wife. And my wife is like, you better balance this bitch out because you'll be by yourself out this motherfucker with more bills. I'm like, oh shit, child support. Oh shit, you right? Oh, not just child support. We're going to need more than that. So I love my wife. So even if anything was to happen, which I doubt, I would always give more here than anything. Because again, it's not about the bread for me. It's more about, I love doing what I like doing, and I love seeing other people be like, bro, I had a bad day today, and I saw your video, man. It just, it brought me back. Or that video you did with your homies with the barbecue. Shout out to Block and Corey. Did a Vardy. Oh, it reminds me of my uncle and them. Like, so it's like, I like having that conversation with people when they can say, I relate to you for that. Or I relate to you with this, and a lot of my shit just been silly shit, just me just doing silly shit. It's not like put a lot of thought into it. You know what I'm saying? It's just been silly. And it's like, oh, I see something funny. It's like a comedian, stand up. Like, I have an experience with you, then I'll heighten it up in my little comedy mind and shit, and then I'll go on stage and talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Me and you could have had a conversation about accidentally drinking out of my cup, and I'll make it into this other shit. It's like, I don't know if he ate ass or none, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's not the convo we have, but the stage is gonna get a whole other side, which is my inner thoughts. You know what I'm saying? It's like this motherfucker ate ass. What you do last night, big dog? You know what I'm saying? It's like, shit. So yeah,
I found out you was eating a lot of ass, my guy.
Is this from your beard or from your girl, my boy? Like,
oh shit. So then, I was told that once you got your accounts popping, then one of them got hacked.
Yeah, the munchies.
Like how? Like, you put in so much work. I'm afraid of that. I had this conversation. We had this conversation in Vegas, and that shit made me a little bit paranoid. I'm like, you put in so much work, and then somebody just hacks your shit, and then like, how did you handle that? Like, you put in so much work.
I kind of lost it a little bit, but then I already had Facebook popping, so I didn't give a fuck. That makes sense. Okay. So it's like, and then again, it was like I was changing my content anyways. Munchies El Jefe was more hood, was more wasn't for the world. It was just for a certain demographic, and I always had this in my head. I always had this because I started out clean and it didn't move for me. Then when I went to the hood, when I went back to my old ways, it popped because I didn't give a fuck, if that makes sense.
That makes
So
sense.
not me giving a fuck and then filming with these people and these women and all that, it just took off. But it took off not in a negative light, not in a positive light. If that makes sense. Not everybody could see my shit. I couldn't show my daughters my shit. I couldn't, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, shit.
makes sense.
I'm posting and my daughter's like, Dad, let me see. No. The fuck, you can't be watching this shit. Like, and then my daughters be like, oh shit. And then I didn't like that feeling. Cause I would have been like, yo, what are you doing? And then it got crazy cause, I'm gonna talk about a marriage a little bit. You okay with that? So my oldest daughter, you know, she's in middle school. I'm an adult though. So in my head, and this is where you don't do I didn't do my research. I didn't know how far I would hit. And I'm going to school and her classmates knew who I was. But my content is not for kids. Oh, your daddy's munchies. Oh, munchies. And it just had a negative impact in my home because they started picking on my daughter. They're like, oh, your mama don't look like the girl he had twerking in the video. And it's like, I was like, oh shit. And it's not like I wanted them twerking. It's just the girls were just twerking. It just, you know what I'm saying? So it started to cause a negative and it caused problems at home. And my wife she filmed the majority of the shit. So my wife was always the camera, and then people were like, yo, how your wife allow you to do that with them big booty chicks? And I'm like, motherfucker, she directed it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she there for it. You know what I mean? Like I got better in all avenues because my wife is I don't hide shit from my wife. Like everything she's a part of. Like I'm gonna go see a chick, I'm gonna go, all right, cool, do your thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? There is no, like she's secure in her place, I'm secure in my place. Like I know that. I think I'm more jealous than her though. Yeah, I'm a little more jealous. But it's like we were always open about it, and we had a vow with each other. Like if we ever feel like we got to step out of marriage, like let's keep it a buck with each other and be like, yo, I'm into this person, and we'll go from there. And we have like we're an open book. Me and her are open book. She can tell when I'm lying. You know what I'm saying? So and. Before her, you know, because I'm a little older than her, but before her, I've been in a couple of relationships, and shit gets tiring after a while. With this chick, with that chick, it's like, fuck this. Like, I'm just not, you know what I mean? So I finally found somebody that didn't need me for shit. I don't need you. I don't need your fucking money. I got my own shit. I was like, oh, shit. Oh, this new. Are you going to take me out to eat? Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's
you going to buy me new shoes and jeans just to go out with you? Shit, I'm a size 12. Like, the fuck? And she did that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and so, you know, that's why our foundation is strong. The only arguments we have is, the fuck, you ain't spend time with the kids, you're busy in your job, or you ain't want to fucking help clean the dishes. I'm like, I'm tired filming videos and, you know, shit like that. You know what I mean? But it's never been of insecurities of me being around these women. And I film with a lot of women because a lot of women, like, oh, you're the only dude that don't want to smash. You're the only dude. Like, I'm not here for that, man. I'm not here for that. I'm here to create content. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
That's what's up. You're here to create content and make some money at the end of the day.
Yeah. Mostly, for me, is because not all content makes money.
Yeah.
A video can hit, like, for example, so this is people's misconception, right? Of like, he hit 1 million views. Oh, shit, he got a bag. Oh, I know he got a bag. I know he 1 million views. Like, come on, bro. I know you caking. That 1 million views probably got me $200. Dang. Because it has to hit with the, you know, a lot of people don't understand the likes, the comments, the shares, the views. Like it helps. All that generates your bread. So if a video has 600,000 impressions and 4,000 comments and it got 2 million views, you might have made $10,000 right there. And then you have another video that did 1 million views that has 4,000 likes, 400 comments, 300 shares, and you just made fucking $800. You get what I'm saying to you? Yeah. So it's a different CPMs for every video. So that's what I'm saying. This is not a consistent. You know what I'm saying? You don't just stop at making videos. You can live your life making videos. You can. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying you can't live off of that shit, but it's like, just like how they're about to ban TikTok. You know what I'm saying? You see how TikTok, what about all the people making all that money? Where y'all going? You have no other platform. You go from TikTok, you got to start over. See, I cracked. I'm at a 1.1 mil on Facebook. I hit 1 million, what was it, like 4 weeks ago? No, like about a month? Yeah. About a month. You know what I'm saying to you? And now we're about to hit 1.2. So it's literally like almost 200,000 within a month followers. And I popped off on YouTube. I started last year. So it's like, again, so it's like, because you don't want to be set, because MySpace is no longer here. Black Panther. So like these shits are going to either go or come. So it's not a set income. You got to hustle.
So you can't just depend on one platform.
No,
basically.
hell, fuck no. You
So whoever, just because TikTok was paying the most, whoever just solely depended on that is probably like, what the fuck are we gonna do? So you have to learn how to, you know, like
it's all platforms. It's free for you. You're not paying nothing. What's so hard? It's just what comes inconvenience is it takes time. You have to put video might hit 1 million on Facebook and might do 100 views on TikTok. A video might hit 3 million on TikTok and might do 1,000 views on Facebook. It's just the platforms are different. Okay. So it's like, you know what I'm saying too? But you have to build your fan. It's really about the fan base. You have to be consistent. So if you're a content creator, my advice is attack all platforms, bro. Be on all that shit. Be on all of it. You know what I'm saying? If this is what you want to do and benefit and create wealth in a space, it makes sense. There are people who just stick to one platform, and again, to each their own. But why not expand if it's all free? You get what I'm saying to you? Like, if you're a business owner, it's like, I look at it this way: it's like a billboard. I was like, hey, we got one free billboard. Who wants to use it? Oh shit, I do. But we got 5 more. I like it because of the location. I'm like, bitch, give me the 5 more. Yeah, but you got to come put your own shit up. I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've always been that worker. I've always been a hard worker. It's just in me. You feel me?
Is there any platforms that you favor that you're like, man, these are my top 3, like in order?
Facebook, because I popped off on it first. But I would say YouTube, Facebook, Snapchat, and then then Instagram, TikTok, and da-da-da.
Okay. And Instagram, do you think it's more difficult to pop off in Instagram?
Nah. It's not difficult to pop off no more. It's if you're consistent and you understand your algorithm and you understand your content, it's not hard. It's just, you just got to be consistent. It's really consistency is what really gets you there. You get what I'm saying to you? Because I can put out one bad video and expect to hit. I could put out 40 bad videos, and out of the 40, 5 might do great. It's just the more you put, the more you get. You get what I'm saying? And don't be stuck on, oh, this shit got 2 views, or she got 100 views. Because, bro, I remember the first time I got 100 views, I was like, oh shit, I'm popping. I'm popping. Because you got to remember, it's like 80 views, 60 views. Like, oh fuck, I want to hit 100. I just want to hit 100. I think that's the most excited I ever been. Yeah.
I feel you, bro.
Yeah,
because
like, fuck, I got 100 views, boo, look. I'm about to quit my job. It's about to be a rap. She's like, motherfucker, please.
I remember my videos like 50, 60. And then I started like, damn, see my video? I got 500, bro.
It's almost at 1,000 views, bro.
Yeah. And then it just started building up. And I remember the first video I got 10K when it had the K on there. Like,
oh, that K make you feel different, don't it?
That shit made me, I wasn't even walking. I was gliding, bro.
Like, don't nobody talk to me, bitch.
You know?
Shit.
Call my representative. Like, chill out, fool. So, what's next for you? Stand up. Like, what you got going?
Next for me is to take it to the next level. I already shot my first movie for like Netflix. I want to
homie.
I want to create my own sitcom. I want to do that. So if you're a content creator and if you're Latino, you don't have to be Latino, but I'm actually looking to build with more content creators like in LA or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I'm strictly positivity content only. I'm not here for the negative shit.
Dope.
I'm looking to build that because we get like 60 million views a month with all the platforms together, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I got a good audience range, and I definitely want to tap into my Latino side, you know what I'm saying to you?
That's what's up.
But it's more of like my shit is to create sitcoms and continue with the movie, because that's really that's always been my thing, is like I'm go through social. If I can't get in through the acting gigs because all the gatekeepers, I'm gonna just do social media to get me there. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good platform.
That was always my idea. I just never knew it was possible until I started seeing other creators. I'm like, oh shit, he's moving movies. Oh shit, King Botch and oh snapping. But I don't see a lot of us out there yet. You get what I'm saying? I haven't seen enough of us. I've seen the LA creators in movies, like with the Cheetos movie.
Yeah.
Shout out to the owner of Cheetos. Inspiring movie, by the way. That was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Because I saw a lot of me and him.
Big
Like
time.
because it's like, yo, like I'm gonna clean this pot. And it's like, bro, I done some jobs to stay afloat because again, I was surrounded by negativity. Like I hung out with my hood dudes. We got lit with my hood homies. It's just a lot of those fools lived a life. And I think was the biggest scare? The fact that I was illegal. It's like if I get caught, I get deported. I go back to something I don't remember being there. You get what I'm saying? So I think that was my biggest fear.
Damn,
I think if I would have been born here, I think I would have been
a little bit more out there.
I would have, because I was around it all, bro. Like everything was there for me. Like, yo, you need a brick, you need a pee, what you need. I'm talking about literally like motherfucker just drop a key, like here you go, bro. No questions asked because everybody knew me. You gotta remember, like me being Guatemalan Mexican, like in the hood. A lot of the Mexican people that started to come in after, like, I'm in my 19s and 20s, they were getting robbed. Like they're on the way home from work early in the morning or coming getting drunk, and then the brothers on the block was robbing them. So I had to delegate a lot between that because I was like, they would come to me like, hey, güey, este güey me robó, güey, hazme el paro, because I'm around them. I'm around. I was hanging with the brothers. You know what I'm saying? I was hanging with the Dominicans. I was hanging with the brothers. So it's like, and I see my people, and he's looking at me like I'm the mayor or some shit. So you know what I'm saying? It's like, you speak the lingo, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, what happened, bro, is sometimes I got shit back, sometimes I didn't get it back. You know what I mean? But I squared up with a lot of people. So I like, damn, I got lost again. My fault.
It's all good. I'm into the story and shit like, damn, like, the mayor of the Mexicans over there, like, get the homie his shit back. Like, oh, that's fucking dope, dog.
Yeah, so, like, again, it's like I had to go through all of that. You feel me? So, yeah.
Okay, you said you just filmed the first movie on Netflix.
Yeah.
Man, talk about that.
Well, it was independent, shop to Netflix. So it was dope. It was dope.
So we could go find it now on Netflix.
No, it ain't come out.
Oh, okay.
No, it hasn't, because they still doing. We still got to go shoot another scene.
Okay.
So, but I've been losing weight, so they're like, "Oh shit, now we gotta get your little fat man suit." So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things. But yeah, it was shot and shopped to Netflix, and it should be out like in 2025 around there.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
So that you could film your own stuff and then shop it to like these big platforms.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you just got to have the right people. You got to know the right people. You know what I'm saying? You got to be in the right rooms. And trust me, if you got to dive into these rooms and network with these people. You understand what I'm saying? So
I feel you.
Yeah. So it's all about networking, bro. All about networking. You trying to shoot something? I see it in your face.
Shit, I'm fucking down. Shit. Yeah. Like I'm on like, well, these cameras are Netflix approved.
Yeah.
What can we do? Like,
we could do some shit.
Yeah,
we could do some damage, bro. We could do some damage.
I'm just always open to collaborating, and everybody that comes in here is hustling, is doing something. You know what I mean? That shit motivates me. Yeah. Sometimes I sit here and I'm just like, damn, he said that. I ran out of water, but fuck it. I'm just like sitting here like, that shit be inspiring me, bro. Shit, and just to hear like the story, like, you're Mexican. You're like me.
Yeah.
You're from a whole nother side
of the world,
of the United States, dog. And I feel like, damn, like we deep, like we're that deep that we're over there,
bro. We're in Jamaica. We're in Russia. We're in Alaska. We're in Africa.
Like, tacos being served everywhere, dog.
Bro. Like that. Like I actually met Rasta Mexicans, bro.
Damn.
Yeah. They got a restaurant called Jamex in Jamaica. His wife is Jamaican and he's Mexican. And they do like jerk chalupas, curry tacos. And I joke about this on stage because I've like dated and experienced that shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, real shit. And then you think, because they speak the tongue like, yeah, walk on me, I tell you, I think, like, oh shit, you Jamaican. Like I know the patois, you know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, I go up around it so I can go into a Jamaican room. That's what I'm saying. I've been into rooms that our people would be uncomfortable and they couldn't relate. I can walk into a Trinidad room I can walk into a Jamaican room. Like, what go on, brethren? What go on? Wild thing, Yeah, we run things don't run we, So, like, I can come and kick it with them. Same thing I could do with the Dominicans. Same thing I could do with the Cubans. Que vola, sere, que vola. Like, I can connect with these people.
That's fucking dope. That's powerful.
Again, our people are powerful. You feel me? Yeah, we can go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's like, there's a joke. They're like, yo, Mexicans is like roaches. They're everywhere. You fucking right. We just better than them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because you can see a roach anywhere.
Yeah.
Think about it. You feel me? We still here. You know what I mean? They took out the Aztecs, all that, but we here. Like, we ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean?
That's dope, bro.
Yeah.
That's super dope. You have any questions or anything you want to add?
Oh, shit, we passed it on.
No, yeah, we've been out, but man,
shit,
I'm out. No. Shit, we go until we fucking. I'm just like, oh man, this is a crazy story, But it's fucking dope, and I love seeing shit like this, bro. Yeah. So I do want to, thank you for stopping by. I know that you were supposed to go back home, but then the homie JT made it happen, and you had to change your flight. And that means a lot to me, brother. Thank you so much.
Shout out to Delta Sky Club.
There you go. Change his flight and shit. So, but I'll tell you what, when we end up going to ATL or New Jersey, I'm going to hit you up, bro.
Yeah, we link up, bro. We get an Airbnb. We go crazy.
Shit, hell yeah. Like, I want to see different. Like, I want to go to every state, and
we be travel buddies. I'm straight with
that's what I'm
no
talking
Diddy,
about.
No Diddy, no Diddy.
No Diddy, though. No Diddy.
I got my own room, yeah.
Thank you so much for stopping by, my brother. We appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
Man.